YouTube, welcome back. Today on Kung Fu Science, I'm going to be just sort of vlogging about my life, about my journey in Wing Tsun so far. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about how long I've been training, what I've been doing, who I've been training with, blah 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 blah. I've been doing Wing Tsun for close to 7 years now, specifically, but I've been doing martial arts forever. I've been doing martial arts for 14 years, and I'm only 27. So I've been doing it pretty much my whole life. And even before I was training with teachers, I was already experimenting. I loved Ninja Turtles and Dragon Ball Z and Power Rangers and all of those things that had martial arts in them. I was always watching them and trying to copy their moves and whatnot. So I've been doing it for a long time. So I guess I'll start with how I got into martial arts officially. Everywhere I've ever lived, moved around a lot when I was a kid. I moved around all over the place, many different schools, and I'm in North Carolina, and it's pretty backwoodsy around the surrounding areas of the city that I live in now. And there's a lot of racism and just lower quality areas, and so not the best neighborhoods. And I got bullied a lot. Let's just say I got bullied by my teachers. I got bullied by my neighbors. It was just hard. So I was really depressed. I was feeling really anxious. I ended up being put in a short-term mental hospital, if you will. But I got out only a week later. When I got out of there, my counselor introduced me to my first Sifu in Shaolin, and he really saved my life. Martial arts really saved my life, because it was just, I was depressed, I was angry, I was frustrated, I was very angry at myself, and there was really nothing I could do about it. I didn't know what to do about it. And my first Sifu Bob Cummings, he actually just retired from teaching like this year, actually. But anyway, I give him credit, and I'll mention his name on here. I'll tag his school on here. If you're in the Asheville area and you want to do traditional Chinese martial arts, or your kid wants to do traditional Chinese martial arts, go to his school. They are top quality people there. But anyway, they really helped me out. They really gave you a whole year's worth of lessons for much cheaper than the average pay. And Bob really pushed me. He really helped me go the distance. He helped me learn so much about myself, about how to put my anger somewhere that wasn't into me or into another person. I put it into the bag, I put it into my form, I put it into the energy. At the time, though, I was still really angry, still really frustrated, really tense, and I did a lot of damage to my body. I hurt my ankles, my elbows, putting everything I had into everything I did, and being really tense, and that isn't the secret to Kung Fu power. But at the time, I didn't know any better. I was just a young kid. So anyway, I spent a good long time training with them, several years. But eventually, I moved out on my own when I was 16 years old, and I had no money, and it was a struggle, so I wasn't able to attend there. But I had a few friends who did other martial arts, and so I started training with them, cross-training, sparring, beating everybody up. I don't know how some of my friends from high school, I have no idea how they are still my friends now, because I would just come flying at them with elbows and elbowing people on top of their head. I was just a bully to my friends for some reason. But I mean, they still love me because we did all kinds. I don't know. I really don't know why they stayed my friends. Most of them are not my friends, actually. I maybe have like 3, but I only had like 5 or 10 anyway. Brutally honest. Anyway, after maybe 3 or 4 years of living on my own, I found my first Wing Tsun teacher. I had started wanting to find something tactical. Like I was tired of hurting myself, hitting so hard, and I paid attention to how martial arts were really about who was stronger and who was better and I wanted something that was realistic and tactical and wasn't about using your strength, and it was about, you know, survival, because I started realizing the world's going to shit, and at any minute people can just jump you for no reason on the street, and it's crazy. And you know, sometimes a martial art that's made for squaring up one-on-one isn't the best choice when it comes to street scenarios, because there may be 2 or 3 guys, and usually they are, and even if it's just one-on-one, you start beating his ass, his friends may still jump in. So it gets kind of, you know, but if you're super fit like that and you're a professional martial artist, of course you can fight a couple of different guys, because they're not going to be super fit and professional martial artists. But anyway, that's for another topic for another day, and I actually do have a video on that topic, so you can go check that out. Anyway, I found my first Wing Tsun teacher in a little back alley, basically, of Asheville, which is where I live, Asheville, North Carolina. Nice city, actually. Probably one of the most beautiful cities in North Carolina. But anyway, Beer City, USA as well. But anyway, found my first Wing Tsun teacher. This person wasn't really interested in getting a big school going on. I'm not really sure what their goal for teaching really was at the time, but me and Tom, one of my students who was originally my just training partner originally, and 2 or 3 other of my friends. Tom's the only one to mention right now because he's the only one still with us, but we started this small little group to pay this teacher to train with us, and we trained with them for about a year. And at first, I wasn't really sure what I thought about Wing Tsun. I kept punching myself in the hand when I was trying to do my chain punches, and I was really tense still. Like I was saying before, I was trying to put everything I had in it, and it just wasn't working for me, so I took a little 6-month break there, and then came back after I got the drama that was going on in my life taken care of. Got myself back in to Wing Tsun, and I've been training every single day since then. But so we trained with that teacher for about a year, and then this person decided that they were gonna move out of the state and probably go to California. So we didn't have a teacher anymore, but we started going to this person's teacher that just happened to be in Charlotte, North Carolina, which was a 2.5-hour drive. At first, this teacher, the new teacher at first, our new teacher from Charlotte was coming up to train with us, and that was going pretty good for a while. After a few months of that, we couldn't bring him up here anymore for political reasons, really, and I'm just going to leave that there. But anyway, so we started having to go to them, and on and off for 4 years, I was traveling down there pretty much every weekend, paying hundreds of dollars for private lessons only because I couldn't go to the regular class. 2.5 hours away. Charlotte's a big city. Traffic's crazy there. Just didn't have the time. I was working a full-time job, married, have a kid, stuff I got going on. I just can't spend all that time there. But anyway, so private lessons is what I did. Little group private lessons. We had some nice little things going on. They had really super good quality Wing Tsun, but they weren't very open-minded as far as like being able to see outside of their own school, their own lineage, their own little family. They couldn't see outside of it. They were like even telling you not to go look outside of it. But so I didn't really like that very much, but I stuck with them because the quality was really nice. But the prices just started getting bigger and bigger, and the travel time and the time away from home and the gas and all that was just racking up. And the only way for me to test any further at the rank that I got, which was student grade 6, rank 6, I couldn't go any further until I went to New York City. I had to go all the way to New York City to test, and I did that once, and I'm pretty sure I got 7 with them, but or I was supposed to get 7 and 8, but I didn't get to, and it was just a bunch of drama, a lot of drama. So reluctantly, I had to leave, and I had to leave behind 2 of my seatings that I really loved, and then my teacher's brother, who I really loved, who was a really super good teacher, and I got to Just one private lesson with him leveled me up dramatically. Just that 1 hour, this guy was good, and he didn't even have to tell me anything. It was literally just touching his hands and learning from his movements caused me to get better. Way better, really fast. But anyway, I had to leave that all behind just because money. Everybody wants money. It's the root of all greed, all evil. Money. But anyway, so I had to leave. And for a while there, I was rogue. For a while there, I didn't have a teacher. I was talking to multiple different masters online, having long conversations with them, trying to find a teacher that didn't want me to pay them 15 grand so they would come to my country and train with my students for a couple of days. And that went on for a year, a lonely year. And I lost pretty much all my students because they couldn't test anymore. And anyway, during that time, actually, I haven't even mentioned when I started teaching. I actually started teaching unofficially at student grade 3. Because we had a small group here in Asheville, and like I said, we were bringing my teacher up here at the time, and for us to perpetuate our training, I had to lead the class, lead our group when our teacher wasn't around. We couldn't just train on the weekends. We had a passion for this thing. We want to train often, and we wanted to be able to afford it. So we started a small little group. So I started teaching at student grade 3. All I was doing was sharing the knowledge that I would get with everybody else and helping everybody keep themselves as best quality as we could. And so I've been teaching since then. And so I've been teaching for a long time. But anyway, after I stopped going to Charlotte, after that thing broke up, I had a couple of students, and all of them really left due to financial things, due to life situations. I had 2 left for a long time there, and then 1 left. And that one is actually still with me, Dylan. You will see him in a lot of my videos, He's the best student I've got right now. But anyway, actually, I lied. Tom's with me still too. Tom's one of the ones from the very first group who's still around too. So you'll see both of them. You'll probably see more of Dylan. But anyway, after a year and a half of loneliness and struggle, I found Bay Mountain Wing Tsun, which is what I'm part of now, Bay Mountain Martial Arts. They are out of California, and my Sifu is in Texas, but my Sifu has made an arrangement with me to come every 3 months for a weekend to train me, my students, and all of that, every 3 months, continuously, no matter what. And he's not asking for an ass load of money. It's very affordable. And we do video chats regularly, keep the quality up, and Bay Mountain is awesome. Bay Mountain is awesome. My Sifu, Alex Wallinwein, he is in Texas. You can look him up. Houston, Wing Tsun, and Escrima is the name of his school. Pretty sure. But anyway, Sifu Alex is incredible. He's a really good guy. He's went way out of his way to help me, and he seen the potential in me, and his school, and our association, Bay Mountain, under Dai Sifu Simon Mayer, he's the owner. Under him, the whole association is about family. It's about respect. It's about being together, and it's not about the money. It's not about the money. We have a retreat every year, 3 days in Cali, so all you gotta do is make it there, and it's like less than $200 or whatever, something like that. Everyone's there, and everyone's super friendly, and everyone's open, and it's about getting better as a whole. So I've never experienced that in Wing Tsun before. I've experienced some of the qualities, but never all of the qualities, and I've been looking so hard since the beginning, looking, where is the catch? But there is none. There is none. There's no politics. There's no drama. I've struggled a lot with payments. I've struggled since I started teaching for them. I've been with them for 2 years now, and they have done nothing but work with me to make it better. They have not once threatened to kick me out, not once threatened me for anything, not once gotten angry with me. Like, nothing but respect for these guys, for each other. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm teaching for Bay Mountain Wing Tsun. Been with them for 2 years, or Bay Mountain Martial Arts. Been with them for 2 years. I'm student grade 10 now, working on 12. By that I mean just got some stuff going on between 10 and 12 that I'm clearing up. 10 is second level black, so it's basically like a second degree in black belt or whatever. And I have 2 students getting pretty close, Tom and Dylan, pretty close for black themselves. Very exciting for them. But anyway, that's my history so far. That's where I am now. Sorry to pound so much information in here. I'll probably edit a lot of it out. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, if you like what you've seen, please let me know. Like, subscribe, comment. If you got any questions that you'd like me to answer about this, or if there's any other videos you want to see me do or talk about, whatever, let me know in the comments below. Until then, thanks for watching Kung Fu Science. What's in your Kung Fu?